Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron. I hope you're having a great day or night in Jesus. I want to try to answer the question from Hebrews 12:1. Are the saints in heaven watching us now? Watching us now, and maybe more specific, kind of cheering us on. Now, where this comes from is Hebrews 12:1. By the way, thanks for watching. Do check out our other videos and hit the bell notification when you subscribe and share with your friends and family. Join us daily. And it's Hebrews 12:1. It says, "Wherefore, seeing we also," Hebrews 11, Hall of Fame of Faith, "we're also compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin that does so beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us, looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down on the right hand of the throne of God." So the key word in 12:1 is the word also. Let's read it without also, and you'll see what I mean there. Hebrews 12:1, "Wherefore, seeing we are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight." So without the word also, it's obvious that it's talking about Hebrews chapter 11. But with the word also, that we're also surrounded by such a compassed about, surrounded, compassed, like compass, and like the four corners of a compass, it's meaning surrounded with so great a cloud of witnesses. Let us lay aside every weight and the sin that does so beset us. Now, we really don't know exactly when Hebrews was written. Hebrews is probably the most debated, as far as authorship, book in the entire New Testament, and maybe even in the whole Bible. People really struggle who wrote it. I would say Paul, but I've got very good friends of mine, Barnabas, Timothy, Apollos, others that, you know, the normal suspects of who wrote the book of Hebrews. And we know God ultimately wrote it. It's inspired by him. And so we don't know when exactly it was written, besides who wrote it. So we don't know who these cloud of witnesses. Would it just be New Testament saints that had died from the day of Pentecost until then? Or would it include those when Jesus took captivity captive, and many of them that were asleep arose when Jesus arose from the dead, walked around Jerusalem, and he evidently carried them on to heaven with him? You know, it's very difficult to say. Without the word also, I would say contextually, it is for sure talking about Hebrews chapter 11. With the word also, I still don't know that it means they're watching us. So let's read that phraseology one more time. "Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses." Does it mean they're in heaven looking at us? Or does it mean that we've got so many examples around us we can learn from, both living and dead, that we've got all these people that are born again of water and spirit that are really living for God? Now, it could very well be that even with the word also, it's talking about Hebrews chapter 11. But even if that's not the case, I still don't think it necessitates saints cheering us on, running the race, on and so forth. Now, there's some other verses in the book of Revelation that I personally would consider secondary verses to saints cheering on earthly saints. I would say, unless there's something I'm missing, and I probably am, that this would be the main verse used in justification of that. So I would say that the scripture definitely doesn't necessitate that. I'm not even sure that the scripture necessitates or whispers it. Am I going to be mad if it's really happening? Of course not. And I certainly don't want to be talking about foolish questions. The only reason I mention it is because this gets brought up a lot. And I do think it's a question worthy of answer. So I would say inconclusive But I would say certainly I don't find in context where Hebrews 12:1 demands that yes, in fact, we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, and that means saints in heaven cheering us on. So God bless you. Love you. Live for God regardless. Jesus is what matters. Bye-bye.